The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady now to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Stuck for a loss by the safety, Antoine Winfield Jr. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now a carry for Bernard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Cover! Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. quarterback's ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dal TB. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
No, 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. Stiff-armed him. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Pollard going to try the right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The give is to Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind how they throw so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their vertical trash their way, when they get back to the line, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Sucker. And it's now 14-11. They lead it by 3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. But let's just be honest about it. That'll be the second person in his ear because he's going to now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said. The pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. And, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and he took on that initial contact, and in his mind, way and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 18, Buccaneers 14. Brett Maher kicking off 1.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Bernard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now Brady got to have this one.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Brady, he finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Now Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. He'll set up the screen to Fournette.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Russell Gage with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succo. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw, Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Marr is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
To throw is Brady.
Able to find Jones. And that's how they wanted to start the drive, all the way out near the 40.
A gain there of 21 yards. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right there in scrimmage.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Up the gut, Fournette. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the red column.
So it's a win for the Bucs here. And the guy leading the charge, who else? He's done it for more than 2 decades now. Tom Brady.
Yeah, the right what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go one.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now Prescott on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11 MP. 11 MP. 12.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
11. 12.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
12. 11.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll give it to Mixon. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, out and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Washington's got it. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Valiant. And I'm not sure he got there. They did. So certainly an interesting call. Turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
11 Thomas. Gotta go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Pick it up.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
Here we go.
Thank you, guys.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Mixon.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up? Full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A handoff to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. That's to his running back, complete.
Or he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He gets this with a move. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
11.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11 Thomas. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Prescott on 1st down.
That is caught by Lamb.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll throw again. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. So
sack back around the 8. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Bengals take over at their own 25-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
On one, right?
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be taken at the 13. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for pick 6 and then the 2-point conversion.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
first down. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
11-9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
11-11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
11, Thomas.
Here we go with Burrow.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, a very simple mission anytime you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that, so when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the...
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. We're scoreless after 1. Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they make a field goal, it turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Crosby is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers now to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Cowboys make over first down at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Prescott to throw it. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there on third down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. On is Mason Crosby. And it's through. That pushes their lead now to 5. It's 13-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Hey, pick 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to throw.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And not a great return here. gain to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just